As you settle into this moment, allow your body to find a position that feels naturally supportive, not forced, not corrected, simply comfortable enough to remain present. And as you begin to notice the rhythm of your breathing, there is nothing to change and nothing to manage, because resilience does not come from control. It comes from allowing, from letting the nervous system experience movement without threat, sensation without urgency, emotion without collapse. And as you breathe in gently and breathe out slowly, your body begins to recognize that strength is not rigidity. Strength is responsiveness. Strength is the ability to feel and still remain here, grounded, intact, and whole. Emotional flexibility begins not by eliminating discomfort, but by creating enough internal space to allow experience to move through you rather than become stuck inside you. And as you listen now, your nervous system is learning that feelings can rise and fall without overwhelming you, that sensations can appear without defining you, and that emotions are events, not identities, waves rather than walls. Imagine now that your inner world is like the surface of water, capable of movement, capable of ripples, capable of change, yet never losing its essential depth. Because resilience is not about becoming numb or hardened. It is about remaining fluid while staying rooted. And your body already knows how to do this, because it has survived by adapting, by adjusting, by recovering again and again, even when you doubted your strength. As you breathe, notice how each inhalation brings gentle expansion, and each exhalation brings natural settling, teaching your nervous system that activation and relaxation can coexist, that you do not need to be calm all the time to be safe, and that feeling does not equal danger. Emotional agility means allowing emotions to move without gripping them, without suppressing them, without needing to understand them fully. And as you listen now, your awareness becomes the steady ground beneath changing weather, able to observe sadness without becoming sad, able to notice fear without becoming afraid, able to experience joy without clinging. Because flexibility lives in this space between sensation and reaction. Your nervous system is learning that recovery matters more than avoidance, that resilience is built not by preventing stress, but by returning to balance after it passes. And with each breath, your body practices this return, this gentle recentering that restores equilibrium without force. If an emotion arises now, there is no need to label it or analyze it. Simply notice where it lives in the body, perhaps as warmth, tightness, movement, or pressure, and allow it to be exactly as it is, knowing that staying present is an act of strength, not vulnerability, and that grounding happens not by pushing emotions away, but by letting them pass through a stable container of awareness. Imagine your nervous system as a flexible tree, rooted deeply while its branches move freely with the wind, bending rather than breaking, responding rather than resisting. And notice how this image feels in your body, how adaptability brings relief rather than tension, how softness and strength coexist without contradiction. Emotional resilience grows when you trust your capacity to feel and recover. And as you continue listening, your body is learning that it does not need to brace against emotion, that it can experience intensity without collapse, and that it can return to safety without urgency. Each breath reinforces this learning, teaching your system that recovery is natural, that regulation is possible, and that equilibrium returns when effort stops interfering. You may notice moments of calm followed by moments of sensation, and both are welcome here, because resilience does not demand consistency. It allows variability. It allows being human without self-judgment. And as you remain present, your nervous system begins to widen its window of tolerance, making space for more life, more feeling, more engagement without overwhelm. Emotional flexibility means knowing that you can feel discomfort and still function, still breathe, still remain grounded. And this knowing is not intellectual. It is embodied, learned through experience, and your body is learning now. If memories, images, or thoughts arise, there is no need to follow them. Simply notice them passing through awareness like clouds across the sky, while the sky itself remains unchanged, spacious, and intact. Resilience lives in the spaciousness, this ability to hold experience without becoming consumed by it. And as your breathing remains steady, your nervous system practices returning to baseline again and again, reinforcing safety through repetition rather than effort. You are not training yourself to avoid emotion. You are training yourself to trust your ability to navigate it. And this trust builds confidence at the deepest level. Confidence not based on certainty, but on adaptability. As your body absorbs this learning, notice how sensations soften, how muscles release without instruction, how the jaw unclenches, how the shoulders drop, not because you made them, but because safety allows it. Emotional resilience grows quietly, invisibly, through moments like this, where presence replaces control and awareness replaces struggle. Your nervous system is discovering that emotions do not last forever, that intensity peaks and falls, and that staying present allows completion rather than accumulation. Each time you remain with sensation without reacting, you strengthen recovery pathways, making it easier to return to balance in daily life, to recover after stress, to respond rather than react. You may begin to feel a sense of internal steadiness, not rigid or forced, but flexible and alive, capable of meeting life without bracing. And this steadiness becomes familiar, a baseline you can return to naturally. Emotional agility means being able to move with life rather than against it. And as your body learns this now, your nervous system reorganizes around safety, adaptability, and trust. You are not eliminating emotion. You are integrating it, allowing it to inform without overwhelm, to move without stagnation, and to pass without leaving residue. With each breath, your body reinforces the understanding that strength is not suppression. Strength is presence, and that resilience is the ability to feel fully and still remain grounded. As this session continues, these patterns settle deeper, becoming automatic, unconscious, woven into how your nervous system responds, so that in daily life, you recover faster, ground more easily, and trust yourself more deeply. Emotional flexibility becomes a way of being, not something you perform, and resilience becomes familiar, reliable, and embodied, allowing you to meet experience with openness rather than fear, and stability rather than rigidity, knowing at the deepest level